Hey guys, welcome back to What's Cooking Tonight. And on today's episode, we're going to show you my new smoker that I got for Christmas. So this is the Char Griller Smokin Champ. So my wife got me this from Home Depot. I think it was like 200 bucks. It might have been a little more. I think it was 200 though. Nice little offset though. I've never done an offset smoker before, so this will be interesting. We got this nice big cook chamber in the center here. You've got like another charcoal tray down here if you're gonna do some grilling for burgers and stuff. It's got these nice like adjustable levels, so if you want to bring this the coals closer to your food, you just adjust and put it on a different rung like this ladder here. And you can also take out the whole thing and just tilt it to the side and tip all the ash out. It's kind of got like a concave shape there, so all the ash collects, and then you just dump it out the side when you take it out. I got a firebox over here, so we'll be able to put some actual logs in here, which I've never cooked with actual logs. I've always just put like the chunks on top of my charcoal, so we'll see how that goes. Got an air vent, typical over here. It's got the slide out ashtray. It doesn't have like those big doors that your bigger offsets will have to put like logs in, so hopefully that won't be a problem. I can probably just split them up smaller and put them in the main chamber here. But that's it. About to try this guy out. Probably do a smoked pork butt and get the hang of it, get the hang of using the offset. But there is the Char Griller Smokin Champ. Hey everyone, welcome back to What's Cooking Tonight. We just gave you a little preview of the Smokin Champ, the Char Griller Smokin Champ, and I went ahead and got some charcoal ready here, our nice B&B charcoal, and we're gonna go ahead and throw this in the firebox. Doing this video with my cell phone today, so forgive me if it's a little shaky here. Alright, let's get that out. Let's get the grates out. We don't need the grates today. Alright, let's dump our charcoal in. This is always tricky because it's kind of a small opening. Alright, there we go. Let's get our wood on there. We've got, let me swing you around here. We've got two big chunks of pecan here that we're going to start with. So I'll just get this in. I'll put one there. Oh man, that was a terrible throw. Can I get in there without burning my hand? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's close this up. See if we can get up to temp here. We got this gauge in the very top of the dome here, but I don't think it's going to be very accurate. So I got my my other thermometer probes, my digital ones, coming out the side here. And so if you look in here, I've got one on the left right by the exit of the smoker and one closer to the firebox. So we'll see what we get there. We're gonna cut back into the house. We're gonna season up that pork butt, and we'll be right back. Hey, so I wanted to point out one more thing before we season the pork butt here. I mean, I'm looking at this. You guys might not be able to see it that well, and got a good amount of leakage out of this smoker. You can see smoke kind of pouring out a lot of different spots here. I don't think it's going to be terrible, but the Frenetto Basso definitely doesn't leak this much, so you can kind of tell in the back here. So, we'll see. Maybe you'll have to get some kind of sealant for that like thermal tape that can hold the smoke in. But yeah, we'll see. We'll season this pork butt next. Alright guys, here's our boneless pork butt. It's about 3 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and season it here. I'm gonna start off with just a little bit of salt here. So I have the salt separate from the rest of the rub I did. If you look in this bowl, did a mixture here of brown sugar, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of paprika. So I'm gonna start with a binder. Let me get my mustard. So we'll put a little bit of that on there. Kind of rub it all around here. Let's flip that. Oh, a little much there, but we'll make sure we scrape that off with my hand. Use some on the edges. Oh, it's sliding away from me there. All right, let's get our rub on there now. Or wait, let's get the salt first. I'm getting out of order. Just gonna do a light, kind of like sprinkle this. All right, that's looking good. And we're gonna do our prepared rub that we have. Pat it on here. So like I said, brown sugar, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and some paprika. Let's flip that. Brown sugar will give it like a good caramelization, a good crust. So that'll be nice. It'll make it nice and dark and give it a good color. Alright, I'm just going to take this and stamp it in the overflow here. Let's get some of this other stuff. Alright. Do a tad bit more, but I think that is looking good. So let's make sure that smoker's up to temp, and then we'll put this guy on the Char Griller Smokin Champ. All right, so we're gonna check these thermometers here. They're actually pretty high. So if you look at this dome one, this is reading over 400. If you look at both my digitals here, the one on the left side is the one that's reading 340, so that's like way far away from the firebox, and the 450 is the one that's like right near the firebox. What I ended up doing here, because I realized these temps were getting so high, is I put like a water pan in here, which they say you're supposed to do to help dissipate that heat coming right out of the firebox, but it looks like we're gonna have to shut down some vents here, probably on the side, to try and calm this fire down. If you look in here, it's actually going really good. The logs caught really good. So I think I'm just gonna close this down a little bit. Actually, let me get my gloves because that's super hot and I don't want to burn myself. All right. Wow, I can't even rotate it now, of course, because of the heat. That's gonna be nice. All right, well, let me cut the video and see if I can get that guy to move, and we'll be back when we're ready to put the pork butt on. All right, guys, we're back. We got the temperature stabilized here. So we got 260 on the left, 295 on the right. I'm gonna go ahead and open this and put the pork butt on there because I'm sure once I open this and close it again, we're gonna lose temp. So let's go ahead and get her done. Open that real quick, get our pork butt. We're gonna put it right over here, closer to the edge. There's my alarm. So we dropped a little bit, but I'm sure with the way it's going, it's gonna get right back up to temp. So we're gonna put this on maybe 2 or 3 hours. We're gonna see how this crust looks on the outside, and then we will end up wrapping it and putting a thermometer in it. So we will see you in a few hours. All right, guys, I wanted to give a quick update here. So we're a little over an hour in, and if you look at this, the temp is dropping pretty good. I think it's just because this smoker is really big from what I'm used to using. If you look in here, all these charcoals are kind of already burnt down. I mean, when I add wood, it gives me a little boost of temperature, but I don't want to rely on that because I'm not cooking with straight wood. So I got these coals ready. It's about a half chimney here. I'm going to throw them in, and hopefully that'll stabilize the temp. So once we get that going, we'll probably do a spritz of some apple juice and you know, we'll be back in a few hours to show you the wrapping. Alright guys, I just added the extra charcoal to try and get this up to temp, but I do have my spray bottle of apple juice here. So I'm going to grab this. We're going to open the smoker real quick, even though I hate doing this mid-cook. But we're going to open this, see how we're looking. Add a little bit of moisture here. And I'm actually going to move this over a bit too, because I think it's going to help me with the temperature. I'm going to put it kind of in between the two probes. Alright, well, let's get that temp back up. Maybe another 2 hours, we'll have a good crust there. We'll see you then. Alright guys, it's been about 2.5 hours. Really struggling to keep the temp up in this thing, because I'm just not used to cooking on a smoker this big. But let's do a quick peek here. Looking pretty good, but not nearly where we want to be. So I'm going to spray that with some apple juice, and we'll keep it going. Alright guys, here is the pork butt. It's been about 5.5 hours since we put it on the smoker, and we're ready to wrap it. So I'm going to get some foil out here. We're going to wrap it. We're going to put our thermometer probe in there, sticking out, so we can get a good temp on it. Watch it real close. So, try and wrap this here. Tricky part's getting this thermometer in and then wrapping the foil around it. There we go. Curl that under. Gotta make sure this is like as sealed as we can get it. I think I'm gonna get another little piece to put in the end here because I don't feel like I wrapped it very good on the right side there. There we go. Alright, so we got our probe in there. Right now it's at about 165 degrees, 170 degrees. Should be a little warmer before you wrap it, but we're right at that mark, and I'm ready to get this thing going. So we'll put it back in the smoker here, probably take another 2 or so hours, maybe a little bit more, and we'll unwrap it and give you the final reveal. Alright guys, we have the pork butt all cooked up and ready. I pulled it off the smoker. I put it out to rest, where we rested it for about 45 minutes. So we're gonna unwrap it right now. Hopefully it's good and tender and it pulls apart real good. Last time I did pork butt, it was not that tender because I took it out too early. So, whoa. I'll tell you what, this is definitely hot. There we go. I guess I wrapped this better than I thought, huh? Ooh, well, that's looking pretty good. Let's get this better in frame here. Let's get our forks. See if we can shred it. Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that came right apart. Nice. Well, definitely better than last time. Last time it was sticking together so much because I didn't get it to the right temp. Yeah, this is coming apart pretty good. Nice. Alright, well, let me get a piece up to the camera here. It's going to be too hot to hold, so let me get one on the fork so that you can see it. Yeah, not bad, huh? Good smoke ring on the outside there. It's pretty tender. Let me try and do like some kind of pull test here if it's not too hot. Still like a little bit firm, but still pulls good. Just give it a taste test. Yeah, this is definitely better than the first time I did it. Well, I will call that a success. I got to learn how to use the offset. We got a good pork butt cooked up here for the football game. Let's get a little zoom in here. Came out with a good smoke ring, good tenderness. Yeah, so all around, a good cook. That is the smoked pork butt on the Char Griller Smokin Champ.